Hello, everybody. This is Chuck Wiger. We're at the state capitol and getting a lot of visitors today. And today is Arts Day at the Capitol. And there's a button that says Art for all for art. And I have some constituents that are meeting with me right now. And we're going to have you go around, introduce yourself, tell me where you live, and then a little bit more about why you're here. So, Marjorie?
I live in Maplewood, Minnesota.
And your name?
Is Jory Kulseth, and I am a art therapist. I live in Maplewood, but work in at Northeast Youth and Family Services, and we serve a lot of youth and seniors, providing therapeutic services to them. But the arts is a huge component, and we rely on the legacy dollars. So we're really wanting to protect that.
Yes, and the legacy dollars approved by the taxpayers and in a vote by all the voters several years ago, and it's to be invested, targeted for very worthwhile programs like this. So we'll get back to you in just a moment. Welcome back,
Sure.
Michelle.
Yeah, I'm Michelle Wright. I live in Oakdale. I have 4 children who are students in District 622. I work at the Children's Theater in Minneapolis,
Great.
but I do have, my background is in visual arts. And, you know, the legacy funding is important to me because it serves my organization, which employs 200 people, and that's just one organization of hundreds in Minnesota. So it does have a strong economic impact on jobs in Minnesota.
Oh,
Supporting
the
legacy.
arts, thousands of jobs and multi-millions in terms
Right.
of the impact on our economy.
Right, yeah, it actually $2 billion.
Billions.
Yes,
It has a $2 billion impact on our economy, supporting arts and artists in Minnesota.
great. We'll
Yeah.
get back to you a little bit.
Perfect.
Hi, Heather.
My name is Heather. I live in Maplewood, and I'm here because my son, who, when he was in school, was in 622, he was involved in choir and also a play when he was at John Glenn Middle School.
Great.
Sequin 916.
And
It was like
And-
North High.
and I'm sorry, 622 school district.
Yeah.
I mixed it up because he's gone to 916 also.
Yeah, well, but 622, they're a part of the 916, so
Right.
you're
And,
both right. You're both
right
right.
now, he is involved in Interact, which does visual and performing arts for those with disabilities, and he's been in that since December because he loves to do art.
Well, that is great. Well, thanks for sharing that. And
Thank you.
Mike, you are active in the arts. Tell us more about that.
Well,
And welcome.
My art supplies I like to do is sculpting, like bigger drawings with bigger papers. I'm a Power Ranger drawing of Megatrons and Megazords drawings of the over the TV shows on they show on Google Images, and
Mm-hmm.
I do the drawing copy, and I do the mixing first into the pencils and tracing with black Sharpie markers, Sharpies.
Gosh, I wish we had some of your art here to look at, but
I wish I can, but they say I can't take it with me.
oh, okay. Well, it's your passion,
Yeah,
art, and career-wise, is this what you're thinking?
I've been thinking a lot of things about those art drawings. I've been doing a motorbike art supplies. I've been doing the tracing, and then my people at Interact, they cut it and follow the shapes.
Okay.
And I got the 2 round wheels, and I did a double background and put it into a background and tape it together and go with a picture. It's a paper mache, and it's white and thick, and so I put tinfoil in the background.
You're very creative.
And
Well, good. Well, I'm so happy the program is serving you well. And again, you had been at John Glenn and working your way up, as you enter the workforce. So I'm happy that the opportunities are being open to you right now, thanks to the arts. Right, Heather?
Yes.
Okay, and coming down to the Capitol to share, and that's the information we need to know too, because ultimately it's the state legislature and through advisory groups and the commission that decides how the money is going to be invested that was approved,
Right.
by the voters. But then there's a lot that's invested, and this tells us more about that return. So, Michelle, tell us more about the Children's Theater and
Sure.
what's being done.
Well, I've worked there for almost 16 years now. We are in the middle of a production of the Sneetches. Sneetches has some adult cast members, but it has a lot of youth that participate too. We have a ton of youth from all over the metro that come and do classes at the Children's Theater, including my kids who live in your district.
Yes.
So it's an organization that serves a lot of people, not just people in Minneapolis.
Yes.
But you know, the thing that I think is important, we really just want to make sure that the 47% of the legacy fund stays intact, and that we do still have the amount allotted to arts to be
Yes.
maintained for this year, because not only is it the intrinsic value of the art and that it supports and displays the great diversity of our state, but it is directly connected to jobs and different opportunities for youth in the state too.
Great. Marjorie, you talked about the therapeutic value of the arts, and tell us more about the program that you're involved in and helping people.
Yeah, the arts kind of the right word. When language kind of stops, I should draw a picture. When language isn't available, or maybe a trauma is too much, sometimes the arts can provide avenues for that work to be done that would have
Yes.
taken much longer if we were to just be trying to talk through it.
Give me some examples
So-
of what you've seen.
So I've had youth who've had very traumatic experiences, who've not really been able to understand kind of who they are, and try and make sense of why these things happened. In the process of maybe making a mask,
Yes.
they're able to get better understanding of not just their experience but who they are.
Great. Well, I salute each of you for your efforts, and thanks for sharing the importance of the arts for all. You have my commitment to support your objective and to continue on that. I also want to thank others that are in the office, and if you'd like to just come over and say hello as well, and say who you are and your involvement with the arts. Joan.
All right. Hi, I'm Joan Link, and I am here because I live in Shoreview, so close to your district.
Yes.
I also work with Compass and community programs in the arts, and we bring professional artists out into schools and nursing homes and other social service agencies to work with people to really use the arts to improve academics and get people involved in all sorts of different things.
There's a correlation by bringing the arts into the schools and others
Absolutely.
where you're going to see improvement.
Yes, and we get a lot of our funding from the Minnesota State Arts Board, and so we really do appreciate your support in making sure that we do protect that amount of funding that we get, because it goes right back into the communities to work with people in your district.
Right.
So thank you.
And we have a
Thank you,
list
Joan.
here
Nancy?
of organizations that are served by the regional arts councils. I mean, including.
We'll
Yeah, we
take
can go
that
through them.
here,
Yeah,
and
actually, all of this
in fact,
information's for
we're
you.
going to mention it, but Nancy, welcome, and please
Thank you.
share with our viewers who you are and who you
Hello, I'm
represent.
Nancy Wookerfenig, and I play in an orchestra, Mississippi Valley Orchestra in West St. Paul. We were just the recipients.
What do you play?
I play the flute,
Wonderful.
and I'm on the board of directors of the orchestra. We just received an EBRAC grant, Minnesota Regional Arts Commission Council grant, and so we appreciate those funds being supported by our legislators. I also play in a woodwind quintet, and we are hired by NPR, Minnesota Public Radio, to go into the schools and to bring musical programs to the students of Minnesota.
NPR, my favorite station.
Mine
Wonderful.
also. So I appreciate Senator Wiger that you support us, and the students of Minnesota can reap the benefits.
Well, thank you. It's a win-win, and we
Thank
appreciate
you.
the voters for allowing this, and we want to continue that. So, and you also shared just within my own Senate district the many programs to help. And I'm going to read off several of them. The Harmonic Relief Program in Oakdale for community arts. The Lower Town Blues Festival in Maplewood for community arts. There's Canvas Health, in Oakdale, Cultural Society of Filipino Americans in Maplewood, Ecumen Seasons in Maplewood, Harmonic Relief in Oakdale, KCOM in St. Paul nearby, Christopher A. Lang in White Bear Lake, Doug Lemon. There's just a number of programs throughout the area. The Metropolitan Regional Arts Council has put, with the Minnesota State Arts Board, has put in a number of targeted programs, and my goodness, there's another 20 or so listed right here. Veterans for Music in Oakdale, Vox Nova Chorale in Maplewood, Erica Rasmussen in White Bear Lake, Alan Fulavan in Maplewood, sorry if I have the spelling wrong, City of Maplewood for various programs, but throughout the district, and so there's a return on the investment, and thank you so much for being a
Thank
part of
you.
Thanks for your support.
Art for All for Art. So continued success, and I believe there's websites that might have information.
Minnesota Citizens for the Arts.
Minnesota Citizens for the Art .org.
It's www.artsmn.org.
Very good. So that is the website if you'd like to get more information. And again, thank you everybody
Thank
for joining
you.
us today.
Thank you for your
Can I
service.
make